Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I do not have a review for you because I've already reviewed the Vosteed Porcupine. In this case, we have the Cheese Pirate Porcupine, which is a porcupine with a cheese theme. Why? I don't know. Why not? I also cannot come up with a reason why not. And that's something that I absolutely love about the knife world. Choice. We had choice 10 years ago, 20 years ago for people who have been in the knife, part of the knife community and have been a knife enthusiast for much longer than me. I'm sure that a common theme, regardless of how far you go back, is choice. You have so many choices. We had a lot of choices 15, 20 years ago. My God, the amount of choice we have now. It's amazing how easy it is to enjoy this hobby in any way you see fit without having any part of it really affect the way that you want to enjoy it. That is something that I truly love. And honestly, it makes content creation from my end that much more interesting and fun. And frankly, it makes it easier. It makes it easier on me that I don't have such a small pool of things to cover. I like to enjoy so many different corners of this stuff, and so it's nice to actually have far, far more options than I could possibly cover. Thank you to Vosteed for supplying this knife, and thank you for making it. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I don't know if these are still available. I'll link it down in the description. The Vosteed Porcupine is absolutely one of the very best budget knives that you can buy, whether you get the one with the thumb hole or not. Obviously, they come in standard colors that are not cheese or food themed in general. I think the food themed stuff, like kind of the weird backward, not really backwards, just like funny, kind of like that doesn't have anything. It all comes back to the Desert Warrior, which was based on a typo. I think it was like a search typo that Blade HQ noticed. People were not finding the Desert Warrior because they were spelling desert incorrectly or something like that. Maybe one of their internal staff was spelling it incorrectly. I can't remember when they did the listing. Anyways, the Desert Warrior was born, and we had the sprinkle knife thing. And that was a really big deal for a long time. And it's still, people kind of haha, and they still buy it. And then lots of companies kind of copy and do the same thing, right? Recently, Strider, which was, wow, But hey, if that's what you want to enjoy, I think that's fine, right? Something that I cannot understand is when you have the option to enjoy a hobby or an object any way you see fit, the existence of that same object or any other object in the same category that has something different about it that you don't like, or somebody else is using or enjoying that object in a way that you would not. I cannot understand how those people decide to let that affect them. I cannot fathom this. I think some people are just sort of built this way. Everybody needs to enjoy it the way that they enjoy it because they have the superior way of enjoying things. They know the best way to enjoy this. They see this object as specifically this object. It cannot be any other object, and therefore anybody enjoying it in any other way or having that version of that object in a different form is not acceptable. I think this is an idiotic way to exist. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. And I honestly think all you're doing is just beating yourself up. And the reason I'm bringing this up is not because that this is a common behavior. Quite the opposite, actually. In our community, it's very, very rare for this type of idiot to exist. Most people are happy and just enjoy things and are like, that's weird. In this case, the Vosteed Cheese Pirates Porcupine. Wow, they made a cheese knife. Cool. Not for me. I'll just take the one that's blue or green or whatever, because I just regular. That's great. That's the way that you should go about it. Cheese, haha. Not for me. I'll get this one. Or, hey, that's kind of funny. I'm not really sure what the context is. And let me tell you, there was very little. It came with a storybook, which in my opinion, added to the confusion. But I think the lack of context with stuff like this adds a layer of charm to it. Because it's already not clear why this is cheese themed. Yes, you can use a knife to cut cheese. That's about the extent of that. You can use a knife to cut just about anything. So, as far as like the general purpose of, the reasoning, not only is it not there, but I think it very specifically should not be there in full context. I think that's kind of what makes stuff like this fun and silly and just ridiculous. I think it's a reminder for the part of the community that likes to think this way, is that, hey, sometimes, it's okay to take a step back from, this ultra serious, crazy knife world and just go, it's not that serious, right? It's kind of funny. At the same time, though, in the spirit of letting everybody enjoy the knife world however they want to enjoy it, if you are the type of person who loves the ultra serious, ultra in-depth, ultra complex side of things, knives are serious, tactical tools. They should be treated as such. There's more out there for you. Just you in that specific category. There's more out there for you than you could possibly even hope to begin to explore. You don't have time to worry about this cheese knife. The world of serious stuff, the world of tactical stuff is an ocean, a vast ocean that you will surely drown in before you even get waist deep. I mean, I hope you'd get deeper than that, right? But yeah, no. Well, my point is that there's absolutely no reason to get bent out of shape about something like this. And as I started to say, it's not, the motivation behind this is not that this is common. In fact, I haven't looked through all of the comments under the video of this knife that I did, but most people were just like, haha, it's funny, right? I mean, because it is. There's no difference between this knife and the regular Porcupine. It's just a cheese-themed knife. It looks like cheese. Yeah, okay. And everybody kind of accepted it for what it was. It's not like they were I don't think they were charging any more for it. It was same price. Fair enough. You like cheese? You want the funny little weird collectible thing? I mean, a lot of us have that Boker Kalashnikov that looks like a hot dog. I gave that to my dad because he thought it was the funniest thing he's ever seen. And that's the kind of thing that I love about stuff like this. I think it's so fun. And it kind of takes that, I mean, like, this is such a cheesy way to put this, but it takes the edge off of knives for people who are not nearly as comfortable or familiar with this community. Boy, the dad jokes in there, I was laying that on really thick there. But it is the case. Not that my dad's unfamiliar or, afraid of pocket knives or anything, but I said, Dad, check this out. And the last thing he expected, I mean, maybe it's not the last thing he expected for me to whip out a knife. He did not expect me to whip out a switchblade that had a handle that looked like a hot dog bun and a blade that looked like a Frank with mustard on it. And the fact that it didn't actually have a tip, it was a rounded hot dog with a sharpened edge. He was like, oh my God, this is the funny. I don't even understand. It's just funny because it doesn't make any sense. And that's what's fun about it. It's not the hyper tactical, super black ninja level 9000 shadow warrior, crossbow, grappling hook, seatbelt, cutter, glass breaker, taxes, doer, toenail clipper, eyebrow trimmer. It's not all of that. It was a hot dog knife that was sharpened. It was borderline useless, but it was funny. And it made my dad laugh. And that, to me, not only did it bring me joy, but it brought him joy. And we weren't even sure exactly why it was funny, just because a knife is not really supposed to be that shape. It's just silly. It's ridiculous. It's that weird sort of like goofy. It's the little kid who laughs before we even comprehend why the joke is funny, right? It's the same reason a fart is funny. It's not. It's like it's a natural thing, right? We all fart. I think you actually fart quite, I can't remember what Google said. It was like you fart way more a day than you would ever guess, right? But it's a normal thing. For some reason, despite all of this evolution, human beings have not evolved past the ability or the impulse to laugh at farts. If you don't laugh at farts, that's a huge bummer. Like, good luck with life. Life would suck without laughing at farts. I still laugh at farts all the time. I think they're great. Somebody has a really weird sounding one. It's just unexpected. It's just funny, right? I think it's kind of that sort of unexpected. The fact that it's oftentimes abrupt. Not only are you not expecting it, but perhaps it is a style or pitch of fart that you're not used to hearing, and that amplifies why it's funny. I don't know if this is the same type of humor that I find in the hot dog switchblade or this cheese knife, but certainly the abruptness and the unexpected nature and the lack of context, I think especially, is what makes something like this so enjoyable. Somewhere in there's a cut the cheese joke. All the pieces are there. I'll let you guys figure that one out. But my point is that this type of thing can exist for people who find it enjoyable, and for those people who don't, I think it's fine. There was a story that was told. It took me 10 minutes to get around to saying this. Somebody told me that there was somebody at a recent show at the Vosteed booth, and they were giving the Vosteed people just a super hard time. And I don't know exactly how intense this guy was being. Maybe it was borderline nothing. Maybe it was just like a passing comment. But he said something about stuff like this bringing down the community. I think that's hilarious. Let's say it was exactly that mild. You releasing stuff like this, like just joke stuff like this, brings down the community. Number one, no, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. In fact, I would say more than anything, it bolsters the community, at least a certain section of the community. The knife community, despite what so many different people love to believe. Everybody loves to believe that the knife community is exactly as condensed as they see it. When in reality, most people exist in an echo chamber or in a small sub-community within the knife community, or even a sub-community within a sub-community. Right? Those of you who make the YouTube rounds and you jump between TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and then you go to the forums, we are not the knife community. We are a section of the knife community. The actual knife community is so much larger. It's so much larger, right? So when people say, this person's not doing right by the community, or this person's not... Listen, if you are, releasing faulty products, you're claiming that your steel's made in the USA when it's actually made in China, you're stealing money from people, you are ghosting people after they've ordered customs from you, that long list of things that people have obviously done wrong in the past, right? Those people are bringing down the community. You know who's not bringing down the community? Vosteed and their cheese knife. If you think like this, it is absurd. And I understand that the people who think like this are such a small population of people, an insignificant number of people. I am not done putting my boot down and my toe down and grinding my toe into that teeny tiny ant that doesn't really bother me by existing there. No, it's not good enough for me. I do want to take another stomp at it. I say you should enjoy this however you want. People, who want to be ultra serious, the people who love cold steel and they worship the triad lock, I poke fun at them, but I get it. I think it's fine to enjoy that stuff for what it is. If you are super incredibly serious about your EDC loadout, optimizing every last little thing, min-maxing the blade steel that you use, the blade shape that you use, the environment you're going to use it in, why you use this handle material, why you attach that lanyard or do not attach that lanyard, and every infinite additional detail that you could add to that argument. I completely get that, and I think that's great, and people should enjoy it that way, right? If you're a super tactical bro and you're trying to, your gun loadout and your knife loadout, and it's got a color match, for whatever reason, you want to enjoy it that way, I think that's perfectly fine. You want to collect endless amounts of pocket knives, specific themes or non-specific themes. Maybe you have a chaotic collection like mine, right? You want to save queen all your stuff. You want to save queen some of your stuff. You want to use some of your stuff, right? You want to carry big, ridiculous, impractical knives. You're a fixed blade guy. Maybe you're a sword guy, right? Maybe you're somebody who just casually enjoys the hobby, and anything that speaks to you for whatever reason, even when it doesn't really make sense, you want to just get it because it makes you smile. This, I think, in its base form, is an object that at worst should make people go, that's not for me. And at best, people say, ha ha ha, cheese knife. Look at that. And then every time you get it out, it's funny because they weren't expecting you get it out to make a quick cut. Does your knife look like a piece of cheese? Yep. It's funny. You're not initially sure why, but it is. But it puts a smile on somebody's face, right? It's fine. Honestly, I think that this is better than always releasing. I'm not saying that knives like this should replace common, more serious, straightforward, utilitarian, or tactical knives. And I'm not saying that wild and crazy colors and themes should replace more standard, typical colors and themes. But I'm saying that having an option like this alongside, or doing special edition runs, or just doing like little thematic things, a lot of times ultra cynical people will look at this as like a money grab, and specifically a money grab and nothing else, right? Oh, they made it look like cheese because they just want to sell it to stupid people, to people who will buy anything. Oh, not me. I'm not gonna buy your cheese knife. I'm not something you can herd. I'm not a consumer you can just herd and give me okay, whoa. Or, right? I'm not saying there's too many people who think like this, but we all know that guy who says stuff like that. The guy who can't like shut up about blind consumerism, and he's just the person you don't want to sit down and have a conversation with, right? For a lot of people, that's probably me, right? But it could be. And I'm going out on a limb here. It could be that Vosteed, a company who is known for engaging very positively with the knife community, right? Listening to the knife community, providing, a good combination of materials and, locks that are reliable, innovating with the Vanker lock, right? It could be that this company, who seems to really care about what the community thinks, also likes the idea of making the community smile, or at least a section of the knife community. So this wasn't an upload that I created because I was seeing negativity surrounding this knife. No, in fact, not at all. I was seeing like almost pure positivity. At worst, I was seeing indifference, right? Or people just like, why is it cheese? But not really any negativity. So this video was not created because of like, mass negative, not like what I usually do, where I fire back against like unrealistic negative, responses to things. No. It was just kind of, a video that I thought would be fun to make and remind everybody that this knife represents not only just like the fact that it doesn't really have to make sense to be fun and to be interesting, but companies like Vosteed exist that really, truly do just love putting smiles on people's faces. And the community does have good players like that. And we're not just, it's not just like a robotic corporation just making things that people blindly consume. I think that's a really sad, bleak way of looking at it. It's a very joyless way of looking at things. But it's also a reminder that we can kind of just enjoy this stuff however we want. If we want it to be serious, it can be serious. If you want it to be non-serious, I got cheese knives and hot dog knives, right? I think it's great. I think it's cool. Bring on stuff like this. Obviously, the more different categories and ways that we can enjoy this stuff, the better. But if you're new, you should not feel obligated to enjoy this. And I'll tell you what, the biggest red flag as a new person, the absolute biggest red flag, the turn and run away. As soon as anybody on social media, in the comments section, or in real life tries to tell you which types of knives are cringe and which types of knives are cool and the right way, right? And you could say, a lot of people say, oh, you mean like you? I'd say, I come down and joke about gas station knives, but if that's where you're starting, that's where you're starting. I would always recommend you buy something a little nicer. But in terms of which knives I tell people, which categories of knives I tell people they're not allowed to enjoy, the real answer is I've never done that once in my entire life. You really have to force that statement if that's the argument you're going to make. The variety of content here is literally all over the place, and I encourage people to enjoy this hobby however they want. Enjoy away. If you have the cheese knife and you love it, great. If you didn't pick it up because you're like, I don't get it, that's also great. I think it's fine. You could say that I said a lot in this video, and you could say that I said essentially nothing. I think that's the beauty of it, is you can kind of just, your perspective is your own. It kind of goes right along with the message here. Whatever you think is fine. But I felt motivated to make this type of video with this cheese knife. I don't know how we turned it into a 19-minute video, but we did. I could have stopped at 8 minutes. That's where it's, you get more than one ad, right? But I had more to say than just 8 minutes. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks again to Vosteed for making the cheese knife. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like. So check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.